Hello, everybody. We are back for another episode of Tales from the Yawning Portal. I will let the players go ahead and introduce themselves real quick while I resize the cam feeds yet again, in no particular order. Go ahead, guys.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ben, or Huxley. I'm playing Zosa Nospeki, an ex-mercenary paladin of Helm from the distant land of Chelt. Recently killed a dragon with the help of her friends.
My name's Alex. I play Verm. I'm also Sharkbait in chat. I play the Greedy Goblin Verm, a ranger, who just got a large sum of money in dragon scales.
That's right, he did.
I'm Loco. I play Band-Aid, the Furbolg cleric, life cleric, and good to get out of battle for a change. Seems like we've been in battle for days.
I'm Brian, Tombstone in chat. I'm playing Borg, the Bugbear Barbarian.
And I'm Caleb. I play Torrent, the Water Genasi Drunken Master Monk.
And my name is Sam. I play Yania Arca, aka Yen, the fallen ASMR fighter.
All right, and I am Jeff, also known as Kingbashman here on the channel and in chat, and I am playing the Dungeon Master. Yay. I get to do what I want.
Roll nat 20s.
Yeah, nat 20s all night. Pew pew. Okay, quick recap. They our intrepid group of adventurers here fought a long, hardy, and well fought battle against a black dragon that had taken over the bottom level of Kunjakar after eliminating the orc threat, to, I guess, end a very long battle between the dwarves of Kunjakar and the orcs that had invaded. They got some help from these said dwarves in eliminating their final threat in the area, and that was pretty much where we left off, or where we ended the last session with their penultimate victory. That being said, we are going to kind of fast track them leaving Kunjakar, going back to Blazingdale to talk to the mayor there. They had some types of business arrangements of sorts there, and then they will be heading back up to the Yawning Portal for some much needed shopping, downtime, and just anything not involving the grind of constant battle. So that being said, guys, what you doing?
Where are we?
I'll say you all have made your way back to Blazingdale.
Okay.
Well, should we go see the man of the hour?
Yes, I believe that would be a good idea. After all, he owes us hopefully some gold for everything we've collected.
Did those prisoners come with us?
I'll say you all went ahead and took the prisoners back to their town. That was about a day outside of Blazingdale, closer to the mountain.
And I think you said that would earn us some kind of reward.
Yeah, you all already got the reward because
2 healing potions.
Yeah, the healing potions and some extra XP.
Sweet. For Zosa's part, she's really upbeat at first. She's amazed that we were able to defeat the dragon. She's happy that everyone survived. And I think she's not actually aware that she was resurrected, unless she's explicitly told that that's what happened. Maybe in the hive battle and the hours following, I don't know if any conversation would have happened or not, but I think over time, especially during the travel, Zosa has slowly but noticeably been getting quieter and more reserved and not engaging in much conversation. You even notice, out of character for her, she's not as perceptive of the environment. She's not watching the flanks and the rear like she normally does. She's usually very vigilant and defensive of the group. She seems to have taken to just walking with a blank stare almost, and she's got her crossbows in both hands but slack in front of her instead of alertly pointing it forward. And she's kind of going with the flow.
Okay. Anybody else?
Verm's just doing goblin things.
Well, then I guess we make it to Blazingdale.
All right, you all make it to Blazingdale.
So,
With my 14 left orc ear necklace. Just walking around.
Head straight towards the mayor's house / town hall, whatever. I don't remember exactly what it
I
was.
want to go to his actual house, no.
I'll say, as you're perusing through town, before you even get to a town hall or his house or whatever, it's pretty obvious. He's a pretty easy person to spot. Male, noble looking type figure, and he sees you all approach, and he's just like, "Oh yes, you all are back. How did the adventure go? You all were gone for quite some time."
I give him my necklace.
Oh, I see you all have been busy.
Bounties.
Yes. Very well. Go ahead and give account of these. How many of them were there?
14.
14. Okay. Okay. Cool. I'll go ahead and dispose of these. I don't want to keep them.
I mean, I'll take them back.
No. That's quite all right. I mean, unless you have some reason to keep one or two or the entire string full, I don't see any need to continue to carry these around.
Okay. If you insist. I don't think my party members would be fond of me wearing it either.
Probably not. All right, let me look up how much those were worth.
I think it was 50 per. At least that's what I wrote down. I don't know if I was wrong.
is that what you read in the module, Verm?
No, that's what he said. When he said 50 gold per orc kill. That's what I have written down. I looked up the module and I saw every orc in every area and counted them.
You son of a bitch.
Let me look. Okay. I can't remember if we did a like a charisma or persuasion roll off or something on that. I want to say we probably did, because the module says 25 per.
We can roll with that. I could be wrong. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we'll just go with that. All right. So what is? Uh-oh. Quick math, 14 times. All right, that necklace is worth 350 gold.
So, steal for an orc your
Split
necklace,
it
bro.
between.
I put it in the party sheet.
That was well earned.
Damn right. I'll also pull out the long sword with the crest on it and hand it to him. And I imagine Borg has the great axe.
Probably.
No, it's still on the party sheet. Didn't take
Oh.
it yet.
Then we take
Yeah.
it out of this
The-
bag of holding. Just take a.
The question is, does Borg want the great axe, or do we want to see the price offer before, and then Borg can decide?
Borg would like it, but he's not going to argue with a little extra gold at the moment.
Okay. One second. Let's see. All right. The broken blade. Okay. The seed baron. Let's see. You said he'll pay. He'll pay coin for bringing back information about the complex. And I know there was another one for the stuff. Yeah, any weapons or blades that had Durgadin's mark on them, his Smith mark, they will pay for.
But yeah, I would hand him the long sword I found with the crest.
All right, is that in your inventory?
It might not be, but I don't think there's an actual item for it, but
Let's see, or is it in the party sheet? Because I know the axe is there.
We have 2 unidentified items in the party sheet, but there's no other long swords in there.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look at these. Yeah, because I remember there was more than just the one weapon.
I also got a helmet. I think.
And there was the shield, too.
Yeah.
And a wand, if I'm not mistaken, as well, that we found.
Yes. Okay, I know the shield doesn't bear a mark. The great axe does. That helmet did, and a longsword did. I do remember that.
Oh, the helmet had one?
Yeah, the one
I've been
that,
wearing it this whole time.
yeah, not for long.
No. I thought I checked for it and there wasn't one.
I think it was one of those moments where you rolled like a nat 1 on your like
Probably.
investigation or perception.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So let's see. It's that and nope, not tonight, Jay. Sorry, not sorry.
I mean, unless you really try.
Oh yeah, I mean, she could try. I mean, definitely don't put it out of her wheelhouse there. Let's see, where did that thing go? There it is. All right, so do you all present these weapons, these items?
Will do. I don't know about the great axe, but I'd do the helmet and the sword.
Right. He begins to look them over and you know, with this look of admiration and, you know, intrigue, but also very pleased to have those in his possession. For the two, he offers you 350 gold for the sword and the helmet. And for
What do you think, Yen?
Sword and the helm, yeah, sure. We're not going to use it.
Sure.
okay, and then do you all show him the great axe or
Show him it, sure, but if Brian wants it, we'll see what he says, and if it seems low, we'll give it to Brian. We're bored.
he begins to look over and like his eyes are as big as his head almost, and he's you kind of get that impression that this is one of those kind of items that he was waiting for somebody to bring back. He's like, oh yes, I've heard tales of such weapons made by Durgadin. It's amazing to see one in such great shape and in one solid piece. And he begins to look it over. You see he's definitely more attentive on this particular weapon than the other ones. He looks and he's like, I can offer you start 3,000 gold for it.
Well, shit. Brian, looks like you're not getting that great axe.
Oh, if I look at board right now, what's his action showing?
It's going to be of torn between keeping it and letting it go for that amount of gold. But he may be leaning towards giving it up. But
Well, man, if this... Sorry, go ahead.
we don't know anything about it, so it's hard to really...
Yeah. This is true.
Is there no way?
So we visibly saw the mayor, like, kind of freak out?
Not necessarily freak
Like
out, but you can tell he definitely got excitable.
Is there no way we could have identified it along the way, spending time with it and trying to study it?
Yeah.
Or perhaps have had the Duragar identify it for us before we left?
You see, that's one thing about the 5e identifying items thing that I think is kind of bogus for the most part. The fact that you can just kind of like sit there and stare at it and like identify the item is kind of like, well, then why is there even an identify spell or scrolls or anything of the sort? So the way I usually rule it is like, yeah, like basic magic item things, that's fine with, but anything kind of higher up than that, like, you know, up the tier ladder than, you know, common, uncommon, or, you know, like +1 type thing, you know, basic type stuff. Just staring at it's not going to tell you what it is. So you all definitely know that this is not just a regular run-of-the-mill +1 great axe.
Seeing the mayor's expression as he was looking at it and knowing that from what you just said, it's definitely on the hierarchy scale of magic items, Yin would pipe back with, I think it's worth a little more than 3,000. What say 5,000 gold?
Negotiations, I see. Well, how about we meet in the middle at 4,000?
Yin would look at the party and see if there's any signs of yes or no's.
Verm's eyes are just like dilated and just kind of. He's happy either way.
Zosa walks up. You can tell her heart's not in it, but she does say, like, it would seem that this could be a valuable asset to our future warfighting efforts. What would we spend the money on if we were to take the money instead of keeping this prized weapon among our crew? If I may ask.
I say let us get it identified first. Once we know its true value and purpose, then we can decide.
Zosa will address the mayor. She'll say, will you permit us to get a second opinion about such a rare artifact? We do not mean to offend you, but we just want to be certain about its value. We would not want you to spend so much money on something that may be worth even more. We want to make sure that all parties get a fair deal. Do you agree?
Oh, if you want to get it evaluated and assessed and identified, by all means, like, I could have that done within the hour.
Ah. Why did you not say so sooner?
Because nobody asked.
This little shit.
She looks around. She says, "Проблевсов for now." And she kind of steps back out of the circle.
He and this mayor might have some things in common.
So can we get it identified then, professionally? Here in town?
You'll leave it there with the mayor and his place, and you see a like robed and hooded arcane experience type individual enter, and he starts examining it, and he starts casting some of his spells, and he will, there it is, he will say, "Oh yes, this is a great piece of craftsmanship from the legend of that is Durgad, and too bad he is no longer around to continue such great works." It's identified now.
Hello. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Borg doesn't want to get rid of it.
Could we also have the shield identified?
Yeah, the shield. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that. The shield is just a +1 shield.
Does the shield bear Durgadin's mark?
No.
Does anyone here want the shield?
No one
Take it if
hurt to have it. Band-Aid always uses a shield, right?
Yeah.
So it does have your holy symbol on it?
Yeah.
You can get it put
You
on.
can
the
have
other
it
one.
engraved if you like.
Yeah.
Once we get back topside. Yeah, I say Band-Aid takes it. Pump up that AC, bruh. Well, what do we think about Borg keeping the great axe? What does the mayor think about? Like, well, now that it's identified, now the item is suddenly seemingly off the table.
5,000.
Ooh.
6,000.
6,000. It's not even worth 6,000. 5,000.
Well,
Do you
that
realize
sucks.
how much money that actually is?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm carrying just about that much on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me tell you the reason why I think we should keep it. With all due respect, we are crusaders of a sense. Our mission, among other things, is to purge the world of evils. This exquisite great axe that bears the name of one of the greatest dwarven smiths in all creation will be wielded by this man. She gestures to Borg. A fierce and fearsome fighting machine, the likes and strength of which are incomparable. He will go forth bearing this blade, destroying enemies in the name of himself, the immortals among us. And we will have you to thank for allowing it to pass on from Blazingdale into the annals of history as a great, evil-crushing weapon.
And in the name of Tempest.
And Tempest, yes. Also that.
Yes, but for that much gold, you could go and have made or purchase any type of powerful magic item that you would want.
Not any. Let's be clear here.
Unless it bears Durgadin's mark, we cannot be sure that it is as good and as hardy of steel. If you want to change the pages of history as they are being written, by all means, increase your offer.
55.
She glances back.
I don't know, guys. This is kind of... I kind of like this.
Say it's
Borg
Borg's
will-
decision.
Borg will shake his head no. Because Borg would really like it.
And Zosa
6,000.
said, oh.
Shit.
So, out of character, the great axe is supposedly worth 5,013 gold pieces. We get an
I mean,
extra 1,000.
it depends on-
roughly.
Depends.
Just as far as the going rate for magic
Yeah.
items goes, such as it is so
I
poorly
mean,
described in the
If we
player's
think
rulebook.
about it, if he's overpaying for it, we can just go get a +2 great axe made for him.
Maybe.
And then have an extra grand left
Yeah,
over.
maybe. Yeah, maybe.
We're in Waterdeep.
right.
You know, it's the biggest city in the world. There's gonna be master smiths.
Out of character, I think it should be Borg's decision.
I do
Yeah,
believe it should
I-
be Borg's decision.
In character, it's Borg's decision.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with that. And Zosa, so does Zosa. She's completely willing to walk away without making a sale.
Yep.
Borg will pick it back up off the table and
And
step
Zosa
back.
smiles and just kind of nods at him.
Herm just starts kicking the floor. Damn it.
Trust me, little one. With a blade like this at our side, we will be able to cut the purses of any monsters for the foreseeable future. You will be rich if you stay by his side.
This is bullshit.
Remember what I told you about instant gratification compared to investment. You want to be rich now, or do you want to be rich forever?
Currently, right now.
This also has my expression right now.
Forever might just be a week for me, you know? I don't know how long I'm gonna live. I mean,
You will live longer if you stay close to the big guy.
yeah, that's bullshit.
What does Toby think about this?
Ribbit.
Ribbit.
How rude.
When he ribbits, you notice a gold piece in his mouth.
Yes, the frog with the golden tongue. We have made that statement. Do we have any further business in town?
I don't think so.
Are we gonna get jumped if we try to leave? With the great axe.
So we gotta.
Well, you might not.
Fucking gold afterwards.
You might not get jumped.
Yeah, could we just fight the whole town of Blazingdale and raid the vault?
Tell you what, let's just go to the map.
Yeah.
Let's just go to the Blazingdale map.
I mean, you
you
all
put us
could
all in the
certainly
mayor's
try. However, their Blazingdale does have about 2,000 people in it.
But we
That's
have
okay, they're all
+2
commoners.
great axe.
Not all of them.
Only maybe half.
Yeah.
I like the odds.
With that +2 great axe, we'll be cleaving people in half, man.
I don't know about that.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
The mayor has a pet ancient red dragon.
Rolls nat ones for the rest of the day.
Zosa cast Shield of Faith for no reason.
No reason whatsoever.
Oh, by the way, can we get a long rest?
You all would have gotten plenty of long rests on your way back to Blazingdale. Just give me a sec.
No, we would not.
We fight orcs the whole way.
I mean, if
No,
you
Does that
want.
mean I get more ears though?
Yeah.
Verm's like, here are my other 6 necklaces.
Yeah, right.
I got a bracelet. I got
Pulls the necklaces out of Toby's mouth like a magic handkerchief.
like mouth from the Goonies. It's like mouth from the Goonies when the pearls are in his mouth. And it just keeps on coming out.
That's true, yes.
What are we giving to Darnan as a token?
The great axe. No, just
What about the
That
wand?
was the plan all along. The dragon stuff. Like
fuck no.
Oh, true. We have the. No, we didn't
dragon
take
head.
the dragon
Don't
head.
we have the dragon
Did we
head?
take the dragon head?
Yeah, I thought
think-
we
No,
were
we
taking the
didn't.
dragon head.
Yeah, I think y'all
No.
said you took the dragon head.
He's gonna have,
Okay.
he's gonna
I
have to
think
mount
you all
that
said you threw it in the
river.
The bag of holding.
bag of holding.
I mean the bag of holding.
We cleaned it, and then I think we said we cleaned it. Verm wouldn't have, but I think
Sure.
everybody else said that.
Sure.
Verm doesn't
Does-
worry about things at the moment.
Except
Just
money.
goes with the flow. I mean, that is true, Bandit.
If you guys know anything about the Pathfinder universe, I feel like Zosa just channeled what's his name, Abadar,
Oh god, yeah,
the god of money,
yeah.
the god of free trade.
So you know there's no such thing as a free meal, right?
That and the invisible hand, so to speak. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
Verm's gonna become a real estate agent after this.
Did we find out what the wand was?
The wand is a glorious, mystical, powerful wand of magic missiles.
Badass.
It's actually pretty good.
I think. Oh wait. So okay. So they don't have to always be like attuned to a spellcaster, right? Like the wand of magic missiles, you just kind of like pull the trigger.
You just use it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
That's the great
that's
thing about
that's
wands.
cool. That's cool for just about anybody. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's basically like a gun, you know.
Yeah,
Borg a spellcaster.
not wrong.
Can we give Borg the gun?
Can we strap it to the +2 great axe?
Who has the least ranged options? It's Borg. Like seriously. Like, I just want him to
He
just
has a
pull it out.
longbow. I think it's actually.
Not
I think
anymore.
it's
I have
actually
the
Torrent.
longbow.
I think it's actually Torrent.
Torrent's got darts. He doesn't need a water map.
Yeah, for like 30 feet.
2 points of damage.
Hey, Torrent's
he
darts
crits with
do
them,
some. Yeah.
He crits with them a lot.
Who misses the most?
Probably me.
It's a good
Who
question.
said that?
No.
It's a little bit of an unfair question. It's kind of if you get an answer, you're gonna call out whoever misses the most.
Fuck you, Bort. No, it's just everybody. No, you.
Yeah,
no,
no,
you.
The mayor is agreeing with Verm's sentiments at this moment.
Oh, can we give Toby the wand of magic missiles?
Yeah, the fucking.
Yes.
Ribbit, and instead of a tongue flying out, it's just
He's gonna
magical
fucking
missiles.
take my head off. Don't do that. He's
No, we
gonna
could have another person to deal some damage.
he's gonna like step on it and it's just gonna hit Verm in the back of the head. Just
I'm perfectly okay with this.
can we get Toby some artificial intelligence?
Why? He's already the greatest mastermind of us all.
That is true.
He doesn't need AI.
Verm wearing Toby is artificial intelligence.
This is true. This is very true.
I'm attuned to Toby.
I honestly, another good option would be Yenia. I feel Yenia is a little too squishy to be in melee sometimes, so having the wand of magic missiles gives her an extra option.
Yeah, she's
would
pretty
be-
fragile.
My whole character builds around melee.
Well, that's the
Well,
thing.
explain your cons. Explain your con score.
Hey, it could get better tonight.
I'm
Don't throw that idea out yet.
Or my
I-
AC could get better.
All right, so I'm voting for Yenia to get the wand of magic missiles.
I vote for
Yenia or
Toby.
Torrent.
You guys want to do a roll off?
I could go either way.
How about we
If
do
Yen-
like an arm
if you guys
wrestling
think
match
Yenia needs
between-
it more than I do, then you can give it to Yenia.
How about we settle this like real men and do an arm wrestling match between Yen and Torrent?
So the problem is, if I'm not dual wielding
The
my
monk
swords
Versus
my
the old lady.
The fighter.
The drunk monk versus the old lady. Let's arm wrestle for the wand of magic missiles.
Yeah, I agree.
I love this. I don't have to do
Torrent.
anything.
Torrent's so drunk and confident, he just slams her hand down.
But it'd be
I
really
rip-
good if the
I
grandma
rip her out of her chair and throw her across the room.
Get out of here, old lady!
Get that shit out of here.
Don't you question me ever again.
So funny.
I'm so glad I got a brand new jar of peanuts for this.
Well, aside from
Plant-
the fight to the death, that is the ownership of the wand of magic missiles, I think we're just about done in Blazingdale.
Are we gonna have a player fight ring?
Can we go
I
make a
don't
lot
drink,
of
but I'm
money
thinking
in
about taking
in
it
a
up.
fighting arena?
Right?
Dude, I was gonna say it's just gonna be a repeat from Sunday. Fighter versus monk.
We're allowed to buff both parties. Like as you guys fight, like Zosa will cast healing spells and like the Shield of Faith and stuff on whoever she thinks is losing. Like she just
They
wants
do
the
just-
fair fight.
And they just cast Guiding Bolt on Torrent.
Oh,
It's just
Wow.
catch this, you monk bitch.
No, I think the
Still
most
hate you, Duff.
I think the most the even best way to do this would be they arm wrestle for it. So it'll just be opposed strength checks.
Yes.
Best two of
My
three.
idea stands.
Can Yenia roll with disadvantage because she's old?
What about
Yeah,
Torrent though? Because
she's
he's
old.
drunk.
She's old. She's not feeble.
But Torrent's also
just-
drunk.
Good.
So
Yeah, but Torrent's
best of
always
three,
drunk.
huh?
So
So Torrent should roll with disadvantage as well, so they kind of cancel each other out.
Yenia
Well,
can just
hold on,
have
I
it.
take
I just
that
want
back.
to see
It's
the
not.
lowest numbers possible.
It's not best of three. It's whoever's the first one to beat the other person 3 times.
Band-Aid will
So.
secretly cast Bless on Yenia.
I got 5 gold on Yen.
I don't think that would do anything. That would save
I'm
only.
just-
I don't want to do this.
Bless is on ability checks. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna lend
It's on
Yen the help
saves.
action.
It's
No.
on saving throws and attack rolls. So unless Torrent is grappling her as a part of this arm wrestle,
That's what
Nope.
that is.
Just straight up strength checks, boys. Roll them.
I don't want to
I
do
want to see this so bad.
That's okay. If you don't want to roll it, I can roll it for you.
I want to see this so bad. Let's go, Yen. I got 5 gold on it.
So what is? So I'm just.
You get beat by no woman.
Oh, tight. You both lock. You both lock hands, and you both. Nobody moves an inch. Roll
They
again.
both rolled in it. For people in chat, they both
Hold
rolled
on,
hold on,
an
hold on.
18.
Hold on.
Oh,
Don't roll. Don't
shit.
roll yet. I'm going to. do
20
this.
counts.
It
20
still counts. Yes. Bam. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you showing the rules now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Torrent, go ahead.
Not doing this.
Oh my god!
Oh god! Again.
What the
What's going on?
hell?
Just
now?
What is
straight up. Just, nobody is budging at all.
Bill's just walking around, they're, like taking bets, like who's gonna win, who's gonna lose. She's being the completely neutral arbiter.
This is
Popping
fucking
out.
boring.
No, it's amazing.
Yep.
Okay, again.
Oh.
Keep it up.
Yeah, he'll probably roll an 8 too.
It's
Ooh.
starting to show you. Torrent's starting to smell like booze.
Yen, you do
Torrent.
have inspiration.
We're not going to use it for this.
Just-
You all, for what seemed like nobody's hand moved at all. It was just almost like a stalemate, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, Torrent gains a little ground as Yin, your arm starts to go back. Now, roll again.
Okay.
Oh,
I gained my ground back.
Back to 0.
So one of the villagers is like, "Look, that strong monk can't beat the old lady."
Torrent, you're the first one to gain some ground over on Yin. And you start thinking, oh yeah, I've got this, that wand is mine. And then all of a sudden, Yin just kind of like stares at you intently, and like that reserve of old angry lady fighter
That old
strength
angry
just
lady
kind of propels her arm back up, and you all are even again.
You can beat me, kiddo.
Can we just remind the people watching that Yenia was affected by a ghost. She got aged by 20 years, so she's
Yeah.
legitimately an old lady.
Yeah.
Mechanically, she's fine.
Yeah.
But 40 is old. Oh, dude.
Easy.
No, I'm
Easy.
a 38. All right, I'm only 38.
that's
Y'all
fine.
Tell that to
looking for
Yenia's
60.
arthritic
Acceptable.
arms.
Toby's gonna lick Torrent in the face and cause a distraction.
Nah, no outside crap. This is too much fun. Okay, go ahead, roll again. Post.
Oh, same thing.
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, man.
you really gonna
Torrent.
let an old lady show you up like that, Torrent?
2 to 1.
Yeah,
Torrent.
Yeah, probably.
Yin just barely, like, with that still that crazy old lady look in her eyes, just barely gets just enough of an umph to kind of like knock your hand back a little bit more. You're getting that feeling that if you don't do something real quick, she's just gonna like erupt with some kind of, you don't know, crazy strength and just slam your hand down to the table and win.
I feel like Verm is behind Yen being like her hype man. Just kind of like,
Yeah.
let's go old lady power. Like,
Torrent's all sweaty. He smells like booze.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened?
somebody give him his booze so he can power up.
It's so cool. I love it so much.
All right.
Is that it?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No, one more.
Good coach.
Oh!
No.
Torrent, you were so certain at first, but then Yin in her old age just kind of like channels some type of like old person wisdom and strength and some type of technique that just with some type of like underdog, I've got to win drive from within, just from the edge of defeat, just boom, and slams your hand on the table.
Ian's wearing sunglasses and it starts playing Danger Zone.
God, what does Yenny say? Like,
I mean, I put 5 on Yen. Who put anything on Torrent?
half the crowd is just.
Yeah, nobody's answering now.
Yen would stand up and shake Torrent's hand and say that was a good arm wrestle, Torrent.
Yeah, whatever.
Put up a good fight.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, with kindness, baby. Yes, queen.
Maybe she isn't so fragile anymore.
Sorry I did my push-ups this morning and you didn't. It's all right.
It's the discipline that comes with
It's
old
been a
age.
long day of celebratory drinking after defeating
Wax
the
on,
dragon.
wax
I wasn't
off.
ready for this.
Pretty much.
Now Yenny has to start taking levels in Monk.
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
Wax on, wax
I
off.
will be Sensei Torrent. I will teach you everything I know, and then you can excel me, student.
He's already excelled you though. Look at the.
I mean, the student has already become the master,
No,
but
this
the
is but
training
a
hasn't even
test.
begun.
She has passed but a test.
Oh, really?
She must know how to drink like a drunken master.
Well, that was entertaining.
That was really great.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. That was the highlight of the.
Yeah, right.
That's
The mayor
Good night,
walks
everyone.
up and congratulates the old lady on her victory. It's like, great show of work again. Thank you all for, ridding us of the orc problem and, releasing Kundrakar from under the grasp of the orcs, and perhaps we can, recover and bring Kundrakar back to its former glory. And again, I can't possibly thank you all enough for the few items that you brought back that will add to our showcase here. And then you see him look over at Borg and he's like, with that being said, get the fuck out of my town.
I will stab a bitch.
Wow. Okay.
That was really abrupt.
That was just
Don't need to be
good.
told twice. Jeez.
Guess we'll go.
Yeah.
See if we help you with an orc menace again.
We will not even tell them about the Duriga. Let it be a surprise for them.
Don't tell him about the statues.
Feels like Vietnam all over again.
Wait,
We won't
what
tell them
about
about
what happened the succubus? What about the succubus? We never
saw her.
we didn't stop.
So we failed to save the Durigar from the succubus and maybe an evil wizard, and we also left a bear behind. So there's
You did?
that. We totally just let that bear die. Like,
Was it an evil bear?
Jesus Christ, Bandit, you just killed me. Oh my god.
And now these humans are gonna go invade that place and crash like so many waves upon stone as the Durigar slay them inside the fortress.
Yeah, it's you all know the Blazing Dale is not just like a human settlement. It's very mixed population. There's just remember Blazing Dale was established after Kundrakar was taken over and the whole war, everything like that.
All right, bye. See you.
Bye.
Thanks, come again. Next time be willing to part with expensive items.
I still can't get over what fucking Bandit just said.
I
do you
know,
say?
it was fun.
Nobody heard it except me and Yen and Jeff.
I heard it.
Well, are you gonna share with the class?
No.
I guess not. I didn't
We're
hear.
trying to
You had
pump
to-
up.
you-
we're trying to
you
pump
had
up the popularity
You had to
of this
be
Twitch
there in the
channel.
moment. To be there in the moment.
Oh God.
Zosa walked up to Band-Aid. She's like, I can't help but notice that you told Verm a joke earlier. was wondering what you said.
It was not funny.
I'll come
It was
in over
pretty
the other
funny.
shoulder. I'll be like, no, come on, you have to share.
Let us be the judge. Come on, funny man. Tell us the joke.
It is in the moment it only.
Okay.
I
Alright.
will.
This
hear
is secret war
joke.
now.
One day I will hear this joke. When I do, maybe I will. She stalks off.
That's what you
Alright.
fucking get for not giving me that 6,000 gold.
So, what happens next?
We head up to Durnan and give him the dragon head.
Yeah.
Who's gonna provide the 1 gold piece? Or do each
We
of us?
give him the head, and no, we give him the head, and he lets us come up. As long as we return something from the dungeon, he doesn't charge on the way up.
Oh, really?
Yep. We gave him an apple from the first one, from the tree, right?
Yeah, from the tree.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Can't believe Ian won that.
I can't either.
I didn't think we both had only +1s on our strength.
Yeah.
That's why I looked at it and said, yeah, this will be an even way to do it. Strength checks, everybody.
Should have just ended it after we drew twice. That would have been.
That was
good.
so
Yeah.
cool. That was the coolest roll. That was the best RPness we've ever done.
Oh god, here we go again.
That was the
Here we
biggest,
go.
bestest RPness we have ever done.
There was some really firm RPness.
We gotta stop.
Stuff. I'm gonna kill you.
Let's just keep going.
Is this what happens when you don't give us combat?
And this is how we get TOS violations.
Yep.
Oops.
Okay, yeah, you all make your way back up to the Yawning Portal. I will say also, if you all would have like rolled the exact same thing again for the 3rd time in a row, I was gonna make you all make Constitution checks to see who could just sit there just the longest, because you all both had the same con.
The goblin has more strength than Torrent and Yen.
And yet, he wasn't in the contest.
No? Yeah, for good reason.
He was my hype man. Allowed me to win.
I was there for moral support.
All right, so you all make your way back up to the Yawning Portal, and just like normal, it's busy, not like overly super crowded or whatever. I mean, it's a tavern, so, and it's one of the better taverns in Waterdeep, and so there's always people in here wanting to get drunk and get drunk and drink, and there's a lot of drinking going on. So you all get up, finally out of the massive, huge black hole that's in the center of this tavern, and you see everybody kind of like look over, and it's like, oh hey, woo, somebody made it back out. Nobody really cares because they're all pretty well sloshed, but at the same time, you all have been down there for quite a while, and I guess a lot of people just forgot or assumed you all died. So
Did you see us with a dragon head?
yeah, well, no, it's in the bag of holding. So you make your way over to Durnan, and he's behind the bar as usual, and he's sitting there, he's cleaning out some tankards and some mugs, and he just looks at you lot and goes, oh, what a pleasant surprise. I thought you bastards had perished down there. You all were gone for, God, what felt like fucking ages. Anyway,
It definitely was.
He's a little more French than I remember him being.
most because my throat hurts. But
Speaking
anyway,
of which,
the hell do you all want? Give me my gold.
Durnan, I have one question.
Yes, half
How
stack.
old are you?
Get the fuck out of my bar.
Bye, Vern.
I say we brought a present.
You may stay for the moment, but if I don't like this present, Get the hell out of my bar.
I think you'll like it. Band-Aid, would you like to pull it out, or would you like one of us to?
Be my guest.
I'll pull out the dragon head.
Immediately you remove this black dragon head from the bag and kind of hold it up. It's about as big as Verm, because Verm's a tiny ass little goblin. You hold it up and you present it to him. Durnan just kind of looking at it going, You hear a couple of screams within the bar, because out of nowhere a dragon head just appeared, and then they realize, like, oh, it's dead. Okay, thank God. False alarm, everyone. False alarm. It's just a stupid goblin with a dragon head. No concern. No concern. Everybody calm down. Durnan looks at him and looks at it, looks at you, and he turns and looks around to his walls. Band-Aid, give me an insight check. As you see Durnan just kind of keep looking at the dragon head, at different various locations on the wall, back down at Verm, the wall, the head. Okay. You're getting the sense that he's just wanting to see how long Verm can hold this thing over his head.
I'm
10
gonna
minutes
keep on
pass.
continuing holding it above my head.
I could just imagine like the little kids that hold the beach balls that are way too big for them, like up.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like,
Verm to the dragon head.
He's just gonna keep
Get
on
a-
holding it there until he's
A smile on his face and not say a thing.
Okay.
Just keep looking at Verm.
All right. He's just like, you see Durnan kind of like, he reaches underneath and he pulls out what seems to be like some wooden, like flattened out stick that seems to have like notches and marks on it. And he kind of, he starts checking each side of it, and you see him walking around spots on the wall, placing this up. Basically, he's measuring. Again, Band-Aid, you know exactly what he's up to, and you're just trying not to smirk.
I was gonna say, that looks like a good spot for it.
No. I'd like to have an equidistant spacing in between all of my things. Maybe this spot over here on the far corner of the bar will work. Follow me. You follow
just run
him, and
after
you're still holding the dragon head up so he can measure it still. And he's like, no, not there. Maybe in the other corner. And you follow him to the other corner, and he measures like, no, maybe back to the other corner that we just came from again. Oh, let me check this. Maybe over the door. Maybe over. And this just carries on. Band-Aid, you are just about ready to burst at the seams with laughter. I'll just say you kind of inform the rest of the party. The rest of the party is just kind of like smirking as well. This goes on for quite some time.
You look very proud, Verm.
I am.
Hoist it up higher so the rest of the bar can see.
Will do. Put it higher.
Higher, Verm. Stand up, Verm.
I am.
Climb up on a table.
Okay,
I jump up on the table.
yeah, I will say, at about this time, Verm, your arms are starting to shake from holding this thing above your head for so long, and then you see Durnan just kind of look at you and go, "Heh, finally!" And he just grabs it with one hand and goes, "That's a good spot." Whoop, and sets it there, and then he walks back to behind his bar.
You
Well done,
little
well done.
bitch. No, just yeah, it does look good right there, Durnan. I do approve.
Yeah, it does. By the way, Verm, was it? What was that?
Yeah.
What was that you said? Care to repeat that again?
I didn't say anything, sir.
Okay. Goddamn right you didn't.
Action surge.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Action surge, run away some more.
Yeah.
So, Verm makes his way back over to the counter, and Durnan makes his way, or to the bar. Durnan makes his way behind and continues on with what he was doing. He's just like, looks at you all and says, "So, I see you killed a black dragon, huh?"
Among many other things, yes.
Very nice, very nice. He's like, "Well, you know what? That was pretty entertaining. I gotta give the little goblin, you know, that little half stack there, some credit. He held that thing over his head longer than I thought he would be able to. Here, a round of drinks on me." And immediately you hear the rest of the bar kind of go, "Yay!" And Dernan just bellows out, "For them, you dipshits, not everybody." And then, oh,
Oh.
Shit.
Hang on his every word.
Yeah.
Well, I heard free drinks, and I'm in.
Of course.
Of course you are.
It's like gold.
Don't even have to ask
Worm.
twice.
I don't have to pay for it. For this one, at least.
Zosa's just kind of poking at the ice in her glass with a toothpick or something. She's hardly drinking. She's just.
Ice? Where did you get ice? I want some ice.
You don't think there's ice in the world of magic?
Oh no, I'm just saying you got ice in your drink and I didn't.
I mean, to be fair, you drank it too fast to appreciate the ice.
Yes, that's a fair point.
that's true.
Probably stop putting it in.
You don't think they have refrigeration at the Yawning Portal? Arcane refrigeration technology.
Did the Lucky Die have refrigeration technology?
Fuck no.
That's spoiler warning, okay? Spoiler.
As a matter of fact, I was working on right before beep beep beep.
Had a nice basement though.
And then the Lamia showed up, and I just don't know what happened.
The spoilers. Hey, come on now.
Yeah,
You
come
know
on
what
now,
you're
guys. There
Later
are people.
today.
There are people watching that are currently in Dragon Heist right now.
That's okay. They'll collect their debts.
They still don't know
Yeah.
what the Lamia is.
Yeah.
No,
They don't know.
No, not
They don't
yet.
know.
They don't.
And they never
No
will.
such thing as a
until they
Lamia. There's nothing to worry about.
they'll
Until
never
it's
see it
too
coming.
late.
They probably didn't know what the unlucky die was until we mentioned Dragon Heist.
Yeah.
Could have hazarded a guess though.
Okay.
In our previous lives.
So guys, I'll say it's about nighttime or getting close to between like dusk and evening time frame. At about this time, a lot of shops and things are closing up for the night. Obviously, a tavern isn't. And so you all basically would have the night to yourselves to do whatever here in the tavern. You can try to gain some renown or just kind of like mingle with the patrons, get a good night's rest, stay in the fancy suites. It doesn't matter, but what do y'all want to do?
Feels good not to be employed as soon as we get out of that well, right, Yen?
Yen?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yen.
And Yen's just passed out drunk.
Remember that? That was a horrible, horrible arrangement.
It was a little bit.
There's this room, I don't know why, but every time I sleep, I have nightmares of it. Just the countdown, the 10, 9, 8, 7, restart.
I love that room.
Yeah.
It was a good room.
It haunts me.
That was one of my prouder trap moments. It was great.
But we don't see said person, right?
No.
Thank God. Okay. Well, Verm's gonna continue doing goblin things and start drinking.
Band-Aid will head up to his room.
Okay. He's like, do you want to The regular rooms, the slightly fancy rooms, the really fancy rooms.
Regular.
Regular room. Okay.
How much is the regular room again?
Ah, hell, I don't remember. 5 silver. For now.
I'll take a regular one for me, but a fancy one for Toby.
I think Zosa probably paid for like 3 weeks or something. Like a place to store the rest of her belongings, you know. So she'll go back to her room.
Okay.
She goes a bit earlier than everybody else.
I'll pay 5 silver in advance before I head up, though.
Cool.
Pay my 5 silver. I'll depart kind of shortly after Zosa and follow her up. And as she gets to a room, call out, Zosa, is everything all right with you? You seemed kind of distant and not yourself as of late.
Zosa turns. She's got her crossbow slung. She's kind of like unsnapped certain portions of her armor, which is like really badly damaged. It's like partially melted by the acid, and the clothing she's wearing is fresh underneath because she changed clothes, but the armor is just kind of shot. And she turns to you. She says, it is late. We can. I and she kind of glances out across the crowd, like into the hole again. I imagine we're up on the 2nd or even the 3rd floor, wherever the rooms are. She's kind of like looking down into the Yawning Portal itself. And she looks back to you and she says, Yes, I am fine. It has been quite an adventure. And can you make an insight check? So you can tell she's lying. She's not being malicious, but there's clearly something on her mind that she's maybe not ready to talk about.
If there's anything you ever feel the need to discuss, I'm sure not only myself, but anyone in the party would be more than willing to help listen and maybe work together on a solution.
Can you make a persuasion check? She nods and she says, Sir Yenia, I am grateful to have you as a friend. And I look forward to our future endeavors. Thank you and good night. And unless you try to stop her, she'll go ahead and go into her room and close the door behind her.
Yeah, and just yells,
No.
It's ma'am!
No, I wouldn't stop.
Okay.
This time I think I would call it quits and head to my room.
All right, so everybody's going to go rest up for the night.
Not Torrent.
Yeah.
Except
taking
Torrent,
full
he's drinking.
advantage of these free drinks.
Torrent's having drinks delivered to his room.
If they offer that, by all
He's
means.
he's paying out the ass for bottle service and nonstop beer wenches in and out of the room. Set up a
You
hot
know
bath
what?
in there.
You know what? That is right. He did say drinks were free, but not the room service. So
I'm just gonna sleep at the table.
Oh,
yeah. So Torrent, how much can you drink in one night?
How much can Torrent drink? I don't
I'm
even
sorry,
know.
buddy. I didn't mean to
Enough
throw you
to
under
where
the bus there.
his liver just gives out.
Would you want the normal bar service or the really fancy bar service or the kind of okay bar service?
Or the VIP bar service.
Or are you just doing shots until you pass out?
Shot.
There is
I
no
guess
such
he-
thing as Torrent passing out.
Everybody in the portal getting tipsy.
Okay, all right. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh,
Say the line, Loco. Say it.
That bitch is hurting.
line.
All right.
Well, at that point, a lithe elven bardess walks into the room and starts playing music and shooting colored lights and stuff.
This is too much.
She starts passing out flyers for some weird bar down the road in the North Ward. No one's ever heard of it.
Called.
The unlucky die.
It just
What is
it just
this
says
supposed to be?
no. It doesn't say that. But it does say something like ding-a-lings on it. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the bear. I've heard of this place. The Bear and the Bard. Yeah, crazy lot. Them.
No one's ever heard of it. No one goes. But like
So
they
is
say
that
the
what-
flyer.
Is that what Durnan
Pretty
said?
underground place.
Yeah, it's a real dive. It's a real dive bar.
Yeah. I heard that they got shut down or almost got shut down here recently. I don't know. I don't care. I just kind of attend to my place. So.
They got canceled.
Durnan is nothing if not modest.
I don't give a shit.
Fantastic bartender. Another round, please.
Oh God, have I ever wanted to? Never mind.
Torrent, instead of being 80% water, is just 80% booze.
Pretty much.
That's how we can stay sober for so long. It's diluted. All right, man,
much.
you're holding up the long rest now.
It's all right, fine. How much? all right.
Listen, I like the Arpenis, but it can wait.
How much is room and board?
If you're just going with like regular rooms, 5 silver.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. So everybody decides to go to their respective rooms. Toby has like a suite fit for a king compared to him, or for
He's just in the sink with the water on.
yeah, pretty much. He's on cloud 9. Everybody else kind of retires away to, for once, kind of relax on like an actual bed, seemingly safe from the rigors of adventuring and near deadly combats, and you start to drift away into the sleepy realms, thinking of all the things that you're going to try to buy with your massive amount of coin that you all have accumulated. And that right there is where we will take a quick break before we go on this shopping adventure. That way I can make sure the map is working and everything, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be back in 5-10 minutes ish, probably closer to 5ish, because there's not going to be any real combat type stuff going on.
But Arpenis will commence.
If we don't get temporarily suspended for TOS violations. Anyway,
If we're not back, we know why.
yeah, pretty much blame it on them. We will be right back here in just a few minutes, everybody.
Firm, now I have your the meat or whatever it is you say, beef.
My beef.
My beef.
Yeah, I got you with one.
Something's wrong with my camera.
What do you mean?
Well, on the stream.
Yeah, I know. You're
Uh,
I kind of like that. I think we should keep it.
all right. There, it kind of fixed itself there. Now Zosa's is all out of whack. Let me fix.
Every time.
Every time. Every time, it never fails. Anyway, hello everybody. We're back. Yeah, you're right, Jay. You're absolutely right.
Wouldn't it have been
Could have,
6,000
but-
in total? It'd been split, but
yeah, 1,000 more each. But
This
now
is
Verm
true.
kills more things. Or not Verm, but
oh,
Borg.
Borg wants a 2+2 great axe.
I think it's really fucking
would.
cool, quite
It
frankly.
is. It was kind of like a power move.
We need a power player.
Yeah.
And now we finally have one.
Oh, you want to offer me 6,000? Well, fuck you. Just,
Right. Anyway, you all wake up. Verm apparently wakes up a little earlier than everybody else to go to a bank.
And rob it.
Probably.
no. Yeah.
So, Verm, how early do you get up ahead of everybody else?
Ahead, probably an hour and a half.
Okay. So, are you wanting to go to the bank before you go shopping, or?
Before.
Okay. Okay, I'll say we'll just kind of expedite this a little bit. You make your way to one of the banks nearby, and you can tell that they just kind of opened up for business. You walk in. One of the bank tellers just, are busy doing opening day things, and they hear the door open and say, "Oh, welcome to our bank. How may I help?" And they turn and they see that a goblin just walked in with a frog sitting on his head, and immediately start screaming.
I say I want to deposit some platinum.
You mention platinum, and immediately the screaming stops. And said, "Oh, platinum, you say?"
Yes, I would like to deposit 40 of it.
Oh, okay. Sure. And pulls out some parchments, and just like, okay, well, do you have have you set up an account with us here yet?
Skip. No, no, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, no problem. We'll just have to fill out some paperwork. It won't take very long. Your name?
Verm Olbuck.
The proprietor kind of stops moving, kind of looks up, looks at you, and just kind of blinks 3 or 4 times, and just goes, and how would one spell that?
VURM space OBBULK.
All right, cool. Occupation?
Adventurer.
All right, very well. Okay. All right. Date of birth?
5 years. No, kidding. Do we want to just go with months here or?
Question mark.
Okay. Good.
Very well. And you
I don't keep track
are
of such things.
right. You are depositing. Would you say 40 platinum?
Yes.
40 platinum. Okay, very well. You see him. He's just kind of rapidly writing things down with his quill. And you see him. He stamps it, and he says, and he grabs another piece, and he starts really quickly. And he's like, yes. the platinum, please, before I.
Hand over 40 platinum.
Oh, okay, very well. He starts counting it out. He's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks up to see if you're still paying attention. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my! There only seems to be 35 here. I'm scared. So Verm.
He's like wiping each coin off because it's so filthy.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
One by one by one.
Well, you see him. He kind of like, as he counts out 10, he throws them into like a bucket. You hear a slight splash, and then he kind of like wipes his hands off on a towel or something right there, and he starts counting out another 10 more, and he's like, oh, very well, yes, there seems to be 40 platinum pieces here. Very well, I will finish writing this out, and I will sign, I will stamp, and here you are. Here is your paper of line of credits, or here's a piece of paper saying how much you have in the bank at the moment.
Okay.
You can present that to most establishments here within the city, and all the logistics will just kind of work themselves out. Is there anything else I can help you with?
That's it.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you for trusting your funds with unnamed bank.
I pull out my bow and I say, "Give me the gold." No, just no.
You pull out your bow, and immediately runes start to glow underneath of your feet.
Meteors fall from the sky.
A small tiny meteor falls from the sky and hits you right in the forehead. Very well. So, are you heading back to
I'll go
the Yawning Portal?
Yeah.
Meet up with your party? Okay, everybody. You all head downstairs. And you all notice that Verm isn't there. You kind of discuss amongst yourselves for a few moments, and then you see a little partially insane beady-eyed little goblin with a frog sitting atop his head walk through the door.
Partially. Give me more credit.
Well, you're not completely insane yet.
Yet.
Just mostly. So you all see Verm walk back into the tavern and meet up with you all. What do you do?
Zosa is there. She's kind of shows up late, or wakes up later than normal. She's not wearing any armor. She's got like a tunic on and like a kilt sort of thing, boots. She's not armed with her crossbow either.
Excuse me.
You can tell she's carrying 2 hand axes, but other than that, she's not carrying any of her normal traditional adventuring equipment.
Is your armor too banged up to wear it?
Oh yeah. Everyone in the group would know that her armor is practically melted onto her body. You know, she was hardly able to remove it.
Well, commence the shopping episode.
Shopping montage.
Durnan, do you know any place of that sells wares that we might be interested in?
There's a place that call themselves a haberdashery down the way.
Are they good?
Well, are you looking to spend coin on fancy items?
Very cool things, yes.
Yeah, you can go there. Just to let you all know, though, they don't sell hats, so don't ask.
Fuck!
Don't
I need
ask.
a white wig.
Don't ask. Don't ask. Take it from me. Don't ask.
What about white wigs that are slightly pink?
No.
Damn.
Zosa asks if there's a place where she can get a haircut, and she's got her hair in a ponytail, like long black curly ponytail. You guys don't usually get to see that because she keeps it in a tight bun when she's adventuring, but now it's well past her shoulders. So she's looking for a place where, like, basically like a medieval salon, if you will.
I can give you a haircut, Zosa.
No, thank you. No, it's quite all right. I'm sure you are quite busy elsewhere.
Not
I
really.
do not want to disturb you with my hair care procedure.
It's not much of a disturbance.
Okay. He'll tell you that there's several places, barbershops along your way, along the way en route to where the haberdashery building is.
Zosa will ask Yania if she wants to go as well.
Kind of make it a girl's date. And take a bit of time off from the boys.
Yeah, I'll accompany along.
Do you have a more pressing matter?
No. After we're done getting the haircut, I believe you need new armor, and I will be also looking for some so we can go and see if we can find things that suit our style.
Zosa will kind of lean in and whisper,
It's like, did anyone have a solution for your...
and she doesn't know exactly how to say it, but she's kind of implying your aging problem.
Your white hair? Is there any cure?
Would
So I figure you may want to become younger before you go and get your hair done, perhaps. It'll be a whole different style, to suit your face, to hide the laugh lines and whatnot. But if you are younger again, then you can go back to your original look if you want to.
And did we decide out of character that the remove curse wouldn't work, or were we gonna try that and see? Ended. You're muted.
Bash already said that it would be a greater restoration.
Okay.
Greater restoration.
So, do we think there is a chance that we can help her? Is there a church we can go to and apply for this aid?
You also have been told that there is, as far as the people who run the haberdashery, other than Lord Praetor himself, since the name of it kind of bears his namesake, and the fact that Praetor's sometimes a dick. Love you, Duff. He ain't watching anyway. He's playing Alien, so I can say whatever I want.
Well, he'll watch it at some point.
I know he will. That's why I say it. You also will know that there is a, if I'm trying to remember, a kobold sorcerer bard. There is a cleric paladin. There is a older elven wizard. There is another elven cleric of sorts. I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head, and
A goblin.
and a goblin fighter-ish type, that all kind of make up the majority of the haberdashery.
Well, I would
Perhaps
guess that the
oh, go ahead.
I would guess that the haberdashery, where most of the group is going for our items, one of their owner or co-owners, shop owners might be able to help. If not, at least sell something that would help.
Yeah, I agree. The haircut is not as important, in my opinion, but it is something I would like to do. It is quite a mess to deal with out on the road. The shorter the better for combat, such as it is.
Okay, so do y'all make your way over to the haberdashery?
Yep.
Sadly.
Sure.
Cool. That being said, let me share these. And I will switch back over to these. And then I have to adjust the map because of how it appears on stream and everything. Cool. So, you all make your way over towards.
Could I get it sent again? Because it closed on my end.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You all make your way over to whatever ward it's in because I forget where it was already. And I don't feel like trying to find it in Discord at the moment. Hashtag lazy DM moment. And there's so many different wards in Waterdeep, it's hard to keep track of anymore. But you all make your way, and you all will let me pull up the combat tracker. It's the easiest way to do this. Boop. You all can place yourself accordingly on the map however you want.
This is a robbery.
Okay, check for traps.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I listen.
we want to
I
play
listen
this
into the
game.
door, see if I hear anything. No,
Zosa crouches and pulls out a hand axe.
As you all approach, you will see a goblinoid type of creature standing outside the door with a kind of a mashed up top hat and a broken monocle. If he wants to go ahead and say anything as the party is making their way towards the door of the haberdashery.
Oh God.
He immediately points to the ground, and on the ground you see like a scale, and he'll tell you, "Wait here for a second. I'll be right back," and then he'll go in the door.
He goes in the door.
Zosa turns to Torrent. What did he say? Verm, what did he say? He spoke so quickly. Was that goblin language?
He said, "Stay here on the scale."
Just you?
He said,
I don't know.
He said, wait here.
We wait.
He's pretty fast.
Does it register like a wait? Or anything?
After about 5 minutes or so, you see this bluish-skinned elven gentleman wearing the brightest, multicolored, gaudy outfit you've ever seen in your life. He's wearing a golden helmet that is clearly not made for battle and is way too big for his head. And it's kind of flopping around as he says things. And he walks out and he looks at you. He says, "Hello, welcome to the haberdashery. How can I help you?"
We were just looking for some things to help our adventure.
"Oh, well, that's what we're here for. Come on in." And he turns around, and as he turns, because the helmet is obscuring his vision, he bangs his head into the side of the door. He's, excuse me. And he walks in.
"Sir, are you okay?"
"Oh, yeah, it's just the head. It's fine."
Zosa cuts eyes at Verm and Torrent.
Just kind of look back and go, I don't know.
Are you sure we have come to the right place? Maybe it is the
so.
next building over.
And I'll step
He on
in.
that one too.
Oh, very well. You all walk in. You see the goblinoid person standing in front of the counter, and as this brightly colored individual announces that people are entering or have arrived, from the back you will see a very large, like a very tall and stout figure kind of appear from behind the counter, wearing finely made ornate plate armor, with his armor and shield emblazoned with a smith's hammer superimposed over a cogwheel and an anvil. You'll also notice, especially you, Zosa, will notice dwarven style ornate gold and silver metal armbands wrapping around each bicep, a cloak with various insignias of smithing utensils, and on the back it's emblazoned with a visage of a hammer with an eye surrounded by smoke, long golden brown hair, a braided beard, almost kind of Viking style, golden irised eyes, and a very fine war hammer attached to his side. And it will with a very deep and very like bellowing voice, just, welcome to the haberdashery of one Lord Praetor. How? He looks around. What do you want?
I will walk up.
I also seem to have heard somebody say this is a robbery. If that's the case, I'm your Huckleberry.
I lean in and I go, I think that's what the kids these days are calling a joke.
Yes, probably.
Zosa leans
Oh,
over
I
to.
thought he said rubbery. I don't know.
Zosa leans over to Yen and whispers, she's kind of like blushing slightly, and she whispers, "He's kind of cute." And she's gesturing towards the dwarf.
You will notice he is not a dwarf. Yen, you will notice that he is a very tall Aasimar of a different type than you, but
I retract my statement.
Yeah, you can recognize what's going on there. So
I will, with no questions asked, put all the dragon scales on the counter.
Oh.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, I was wondering if we could make some armor with this and how much it would cost.
Oh, yes, you could make armor out of that. What kind of armor are you looking to try to make? Scale mail, perhaps?
Yeah.
Scale mail. Let me
I mean, it is scales.
Actually, I
I
don't
know,
think
right?
Zosa will retract her statement. I think, she whispers over to Yen, like, he's kind of cute. She kind of, like, bumps Yen on the shoulder slightly. She's
Careful.
gesturing towards Varen.
She might be a cougar.
Right.
Looks like he's trying to scale up his armor.
Right.
He doesn't go for older women.
Let's see. So you're wanting scale mail. I believe you might have just enough of these scales to make an efficient suit of scale mail out of this. It will take some time, and obviously it won't be free, but
obviously.
And you're providing all the skills, so that's always a plus. It means I don't have to go find it.
I mean, I even have scale mail. You could use that if you really want.
No. It's usually best to start fresh on custom builds.
That's fair. You would know more about that than I would.
We'll go with that. Yes.
I don't know. Those scales don't smell very fresh.
That's just you, Pun.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it?
Yes. Grandmaster, you don't happen to have a cleanup spell ready on hand for him, do you?
Let me check. And he kind of gets his book out and flips through it and mumbles things and prestidigitation, him clean a little bit.
Ah, very nice.
Don't want to do too much. He gets upset when he's too clean.
Yeah, not too much. We don't want him upset.
You still smell something awfully foul.
That's probably you, chicken. And that horrible, almost barely even holding itself together rat hide that is on your back.
Yes, it has been a little nauseating a little bit, even for me.
Yeah. For just scale mail, let's see. It's very. Again, like I said, it won't be cheap, but the good thing is that you're providing the scales, so that helps knock down quite a bit off of the price. I can make you a set of scale mail with these for about
The suspense is killing me.
about 8,000 gold.
Oh, definitely don't got that.
I picture Verm just turning around and staring daggers at Borg.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have that much amount of coinage, sadly, because somebody wanted an axe. But would you be interested in buying the scales?
It's okay if you like. I have invented this new thing that I'm calling lay away.
Oh yes, that is right.
We can gladly make it and hold it until you can afford to pay it in little increments, of course.
I don't know if I'll be alive for that long.
That is the risk you have to take as an adventurer.
How much would the scale sell for?
About 1,500.
Maybe I'll think about this for right now and have these other people look for what they want.
Okay, very well. Who's next? Nobody? Great.
Anyone? Is anyone not shopping?
Yeah, we're shopping. Just waiting for you guys.
In that case, Yin will move up to the counter. And start off by explaining that
Greetings,
there's
old lady.
It's funny you mentioned that. It's exactly what I'm here to fix. I was cursed, or some hazardous spell was cast on me in our last dungeon that we went down into, and it had aged me by quite a few years. I'd like to return back to my previous age, if you know a cure or fix to that.
Right, yeah, that would require a greater restoration spell.
Well, or do you guys have that available to cast? And if you do, how much do I owe you for it? Or
Depends. Do you have diamond dust?
I do not. No.
No. Okay. Well, it'd be 700 gold. I have to provide the materials and the cast the spell itself.
Hey,
700
by the
gold.
way, sorry to interrupt, but out of character, can we sell all of the jewels that we have in the party sheet? And if anybody has anything they want to sell, we can get that out of the way.
Bandy would like the star sapphire. That's the only thing he'd like to keep.
Right. I would say anything that you all don't want to end up being sold off for coin, you'll need to go ahead and drag it out of the party sheet before I hit the sell button. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Then someone should grab all the scrolls, because I think we want to hang on to those, even though we don't have an arcane caster.
What if we can't?
Maybe later on we could run into someone who might be able to cast them, if you catch my meaning. If someone dies, I think those scrolls being here would be valuable to a future participant in the group. But it's, in the end, it's up to you guys. Zosa's just making one vote for us to keep the scrolls.
Fine with me. I just put them back in there so everybody could see what we had.
Do you want the potion of climbing and fire resistance? And the other potion, we don't know what it is.
I think, I'm going to start grabbing a couple things here. I'm going to grab one more antitoxin, another elixir of health. There's an unidentified potion too.
Plus the 2 unidentified items at the bottom of the sheet.
Yeah. Can we get those appraised here at the haberdashery?
I'm not seeing.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not seeing what what items are unidentified in the party.
They just disappeared.
Okay.
They were in
there's
there.
two things that were not identified, and then for us, one of the potions is unidentified. We see a potion of climbing and a potion of fire resistance, and then potion.
I think we had 2 alchemist fire because that's new. That wasn't there before.
Yeah, I grabbed one.
It's a potion that allows you to supersede the limits of gravity.
I can think
Worth
of a big chunky boy who would
8,000
want
gold.
that. Oh, really? Is that a lie?
Little. That's enough to buy that +2 great axe.
Oh, somebody had a +2 great axe.
Still has.
Oh.
I'll be happy to give you $300 for that gravity potion. Gold, 300 gold. What's $1?
No, yeah. Zosa leans over to Pun. She's like,
What is $1? Is that like a store credit?
No, that's something you find on top of a doll. Dollar.
Ah, I misunderstood.
I think
Uncommon currency in this strange continent.
I think this helmet is just too tight.
That's got to be it.
Oh, nonsense, Grandmaster. It looks great on you.
Oh, thank you.
You said 300 gold for the potion?
300.
I mean, we wouldn't really know how much it's worth, would we?
Meta-wise, no.
Yeah.
So I would vote for Band-Aid to grab all of the spells that he can cast. The Guiding Bolt, Inflict Wounds. I don't know what else you can
Protection
cast as
from
a cleric.
poison.
So like you can use those instead of spell slots after you run out of spell slots, potentially.
Okay.
The arcane ones, again, I think Zosa just wants them to be around, just in case anyone ever needs them. Maybe people that she hasn't met yet. I'm just hypothetically throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we call hedging our bets.
It comes from years of tactical thinking.
You're very, very wise.
Very wise. So is anybody going to grab all of the scrolls out of the party sheet, or are you going to leave it in there?
I don't know who wants to grab it all. I mean, I can.
I'll go and grab them.
Okay, yeah, you grab them, and we'll
Just
deal
for
with that
storage.
later. So, yes, there was an offer from the Grand Master for 300 gold for that odd-looking liquid in the potion vial there.
Which one?
Potion of Flying.
Oh. Well, that's up to you guys.
My javelins are in the party sheet if anybody wants them.
I'm good.
Say we trade this potion of gravity defiance for a greater restoration spell being cast.
You know what? That's a great deal, and I'm all for it. I'll even throw in an extra diamond for my cleric friend over here and a pouch of diamond dust in case he has to do it himself.
Quickly, shake his hand before he changes his mind.
That sounds like a good deal to me, as long as the party's okay with that.
Well, as long as you get
back to being
your normal
18
age.
and not 38.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Sounds like a deal. Grandmaster, congratulations, you have a potion. Now, Pun, do me a favor. Go grab me one of the larger diamonds and 2 things of diamond dust, please.
He looks at Varen, takes his hat off, and reaches in. I already got him.
So,
very nice.
You are just like my friend Verm. I mean that in a good way, by the way.
Do you though?
No need to insult him.
I'll go ahead and roll deception real quick.
This whole time, Pun's just running back and forth between counter and around the characters and getting whatever needs to get gotten.
To go ahead and knock this out, Varen will step around the counter and tell Yinia to he'll throw out like a little bedroll type thing, and he's like, here, lay down here. Yin will lay down and he'll pull out the thing of diamond dust and he'll start sprinkling some of it across, Yinia's body, and as he starts to utter incantations, and you start to see divine energies start to appear and envelop Yinia's body, and finally, as he gets near the end of his the verbal portions of his spell, he reaches into the pouch, pulls out the rest of the diamond dust, and kind of spreads it across her forehead, almost like in a Simba fashion. And all of a sudden, Yin, you feel youthful, like revitalization just like starts to surge through your body, as if you just went back in time throughout the years, like you're no longer old.
Stand up and thank Varen for the use of the spell. Feels good to be young again.
Right.
Pun will turn to Verm, and in Goblin he will say, I guess it's a good thing there wasn't a clerical error there.
Verm just kind of turns his head. It's like, I guess. And say it in Goblin.
Oh, look at this. Pun has made a friend. Oh, Pun.
Borg hearing. Would Borg have heard this?
Lunch on top of your head.
Close to them.
Do what?
What?
Would Borg have heard the comments made by Pun?
Oh, he's never silent when it comes to when it comes to him speaking.
Yeah, I mean, he's not trying to be quiet, and you're standing right next to him, so yeah.
Does
Borg
Borg
understand
understand Goblin?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
He steps up and goes, what was that?
Oh,
He'll say it in common.
And Pun will repeat it in Goblin. I said it was just a good thing there was no clerical error. Because that would have been bad.
Is everything okay? Gentlemen, please.
I don't think anything's okay. Pun, where are you from? And I'll say that in Goblin.
Borg will turn to Zosa.
I'm from around here.
And we'll tell him that Pun had said something about luckily there was no clerical errors.
It's one of Pun's jokes. He's got a load of them. I love his jokes. He's so funny.
Feel like it was meant to be a joke. Yeah.
No, it was a joke.
Verm will also say to Pun, how old are you?
I don't remember the age that I put him as, to be honest.
Oh. I was going to do something really funny if you said a certain thing.
I think I put him at like 5 or 6. I can't remember.
Oh my god. Verm will look at you and he'll say, son?
Papa?
I don't think so.
Do you know your father?
I don't remember.
I don't remember my son either.
Zosa's watching this with rapt attention.
I'm
She
not
has no
speaking this in
idea what you're
Goblin.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has no idea what you're saying.
Guess Borg would, but...
I don't know, that's between you.
Pun's just looking around going, I don't know.
Well, we act a lot alike, so wouldn't surprise me. But glad to see you're doing well with your life, son.
Right. Well, that family reunion was all touching and whatever bullshit. Is anybody actually here to purchase any wares or adventuring gear, armor, weapons, potions, scrolls, anything? Anything?
Yeah, Zosa steps up. She'll step up and she kind of lays out a list, some things that she wrote down that she wanted. They're all mundane items. She's not asking for any kind of magic items. So I can just grab these. Oh, well, no, actually, you know what? There is one thing that would be a specialty item. Zosa will request a silver longsword.
Silver longsword. Simple, easy. I already have one on hand. Here, hold on. Let me get. There you
And
go.
she also wants to grab 2 full sets of splint heavy armor.
Okay. Pretty sure I have just regular, straight up, plain splint mail. Nothing special about it.
Yeah, that's what she's looking for.
Yeah, I have plenty of those up on my armor rack wall. Didn't you want 2 of them?
Yes, please. Seems that I go through armor faster than I would like to with the adventures that we have been on lately.
Right.
I could not even bring in my old set because it was, well, sort of in a liquid pile in my hotel room.
Ooh. Sorry, guys. The roll for what things are going for today's economy was not great.
What does that mean?
The percentage.
Does that mean certain things are not available?
Or cheap?
No, it means like you. Okay, in Fantasy Grounds, like on the party sheet for the DM part, everything that's in the party sheet, I can click the button and it'll automatically sell it if it has a value to it, and it'll put it in gold or in coin over on the coin part.
Okay.
Underneath of that button, there's a space where you can type in a percentile, meaning that's how much. Like, for example, like what is gold worth today? Type of roll. Yeah.
Okay. Were you just trying to sell the whole party sheet at this point?
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say.
Okay.
That's why I made that roll. Unfortunately, it rolled a 59, so you get 59% of whatever each individual item is worth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like that.
Oh, I meant to say something. The moment Zosa asks for splint, Pun will take his hat off, put his arm down into it as far as it'll go, all the way up to his shoulder, pull out 2 sticks and a wrapping of cloth, and he'll hand it to Zosa.
Zosa grabs it, like almost accidentally. You kind of shove it into her hand. She's just holding it. She kind of like clicks it together. She says, "Oh," and then she kind of like, there's a look of understanding. She says, "Thank you very much, Mr. Pan. You are very kind. Thank you. I will treasure this." And she looks at Borg with like this confused look on her face. She just kind of pockets the splint. I'm putting that on my party sheet, by the way.
Okay.
It's okay, don't mind him. That split Pun is very helpful around the shop, but not very bright in the head.
Nonsense. He is not only helpful, he is very stylish. I have not seen a piece of eyewear like the one he has on. It's very fashionable.
And
I
he's
shall
also
take one of
very
those
funny.
as well.
Sorry, go ahead.
He's also very funny.
I mean, by looks alone, who is to say? But I believe you. That is what is important.
Clerical error, because he's a cleric. It's funny.
Yeah.
And he's gonna then immediately drink the potion of flying and then pull out another little tincture and kind of inhale it through his nose and just kind of lean back and float to the ceiling.
Yeah, he just wanted to get high.
I was trying to decide if my character knew enough about drugs to make an appropriate reference. I don't think she does, quite frankly.
Yes, you wanted splint mail. Yes, I usually have 2 suits made personally by me. Both of them for 450 gold. However, I do have one particular suit of splint that is made also by my own hands and upon my enchanted anvil. It's a suit of splint mail made out of mithril.
Zosa will make a knowledge check real quick. I'm gonna roll nature to see if she's familiar with. Actually, I think that might be history. We'll just see if she recognizes it, and maybe she does. Yeah. So yeah, her eyes kind of light up. She knows that it's like a lightweight kind of material. I have never seen something of this nature. Did you mind if I take a look?
Oh, absolutely. It's right here. You'll...
And Pun pulls the whole suit of armor out of his hat.
No, that particular suit is on an armor rack.
Pun, is it? Or no, never mind.
No. It's on the armor rack. Yeah, it's definitely on the armor rack.
I was sort of catching the impression that you just have all the things inside your hat for some reason.
Okay, meta, like table talk wise, Band-Aid has a bag of holding. Pun has a top hat of holding.
I knew it. I love it.
But he only fills it with things that he finds important.
That's right.
Exactly.
Like, so if he's not there, the shop pretty much has to close because we don't have any inventory.
I mean, who else is going to have the splints?
I mean,
that's true.
That's why you go visit all the hospitals twice a day, just to keep them stocked.
Yeah, that's why.
Yes.
Certainly not to go grab the drugs that the Grandmaster was huffing.
Also, very easy marks in the hospital.
So can you tell me what it would do, mithril armor, and what the price would be?
Yes, it is easily half as heavy, allowing for greater movement, and it's not as loud and clanky as like my armor is right now. And you can look at him and tell he's wearing very ornate, finely made, like full plate armor. But he doesn't care about being quiet, so
yeah. And Varen may also notice Zosa is watching him intently as he's talking and describing. She's not looking so much at the armor as she is looking at Varen himself.
Oh, trust me, he notices with just his passive alone.
Lots of eye contact.
Yeah. Let me see here. Hold on. Yes, this one, for the armor itself would be around 1,000 gold. If you wanted it enchanted, it would probably be closer to about 1,500.
And what is the enchanting process? Is it not quiet by its very nature as mithril?
Oh yes, it is just by mithril, but as far as the enchanting process, just like with weapons, you can make them more powerful, do more damage, more accurate, do all kinds of crazy things. You can do the same with armor.
You're basically describing a +1 bonus?
Yeah, basically. +1 bonus, resistance to other things, like magic item things.
Zosa doesn't have enough money for the mithril armor. She'll have to pass. She can't even try to get it enchanted. She just doesn't have enough cash. There's other things that she wants to buy. So with regret, she says, as much as I know that I would enjoy it, I will have to pass for now.
Oh, we got a raid.
Oh, God.
Lord Gosumba, thank you for the raid. How's it going, Jay, my friend?
Very cool. Yeah, Zosa will pass, and she'll stick to buying her original purchase plan, which was 2 regular sets of splint armor. She's also going to grab a couple other things.
Yeah, I will say this, that amongst the entire party, like if the party wanted to help out, you all definitely have more than enough coin.
Zosa doesn't really make any offers or any requests. So, and honestly, outside in a metagaming sense, I don't think Zosa cares about being stealthy herself. So, I don't think it would be worth it.
Okay, so what is 450 for the 2 sets of splint armor?
And I'll run down my little list here of things Zosa wants to buy. So silver longsword, that would probably be and a hand crossbow. Those 2 would probably be the biggest ticket items, or the most, maybe the hardest to procure.
Okay. I will tell you this, because you're wearing a set of splint mail, right?
Did I receive that?
Or
did Zosa receive it? Because right now, Zosa has no armor.
Okay, cool. I will say, adding the 2 suits of splint mail will be a total of 120 pounds in your inventory.
Yeah, and Zosa will want to store one away in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Similar to the extra set of scale mail she had stored away during the previous adventure. So, she felt like she was super lucky to have that extra set. And I know, it was an RP thing for me to have that armor be destroyed, but I kind of think that's cool in a way. And Zosa's got the frame of mind that maybe she'll need another set of armor, similar to what happened to her last time. So that's how I'm going to spend her money.
Awesome.
And so yeah, one set can go in the bag of holding for safekeeping and storage, and then she'll wear the other set.
Okay, I will say that it might not be a bad idea to invest in another bag of holding.
That was something I was thinking about, because the size of the bag of holding is kind of an issue.
Yep.
We want to be able to carry a bunch of treasure out in the future without
probably
it being an obvious hurdle.
As well.
Yeah.
What about a handy haversack?
Handy haversack. Hold on.
Now that would be a good group purchase.
A handy haversack.
Not that Zosa has any clue about any of this stuff. So this is kind of like a conversation amongst everybody, including the arcane casters, because our party doesn't have an arcane caster. So, like from a knowledge basis, we're kind of left hanging a little bit.
Yes, we do have one here. It is about... Oh, Grandmaster, what do you say? How much were we told to sell this for? About 4,200 gold.
Oh.
Jeez, yeah, we can't.
Yes. Yes.
He seems a little preoccupied up there.
Yes.
Yes.
He's just kind of like zero gravity spinning in space at the top of the ceiling.
Yeah, but as he kind of goes head down, the helmet, because it's so big, just falls off and clanks to the ground.
All right.
Pud runs over, picks it up.
He's so high.
Get up, helmet.
Yeah, Zosa says, "Wow, he's so high," and she like glances over to Pun. Just waiting for a reaction.
But seeing as you all are also somewhat employed by Lord Praetor himself, we could probably cut a deal on the haversack for 37.50.
See, we would have to grind the session to a halt and do some math and find out like if we can spare that amongst all the other things people want to buy. I tell you what, Zosa will only get one set of the whatchamacallit, the armor.
Yeah,
those
bag of holding, 500 gold.
Oh, hell, that's easy compared to a handy haversack.
Yeah.
You guys want to each chip in 100 or something like that, and then buy an extra bag of holding?
We can.
84 gold pieces each, and we can buy a whole extra bag of holding, and that's really great.
Hold on,
Yeah, I'm fine with doing that.
Hold on.
Sure.
How much did it say?
84
500?
was-
Yeah.
No, don't worry about that. I'll just take the 500 off of the party sheet. So there you go.
Yoink.
Yoink. Now, who wants the bag of holding? You know what?
Mandate.
I'll put it in the party sheet.
Everybody has one.
We can put it into the other bag of holding for safer keeping.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
With that, the Grandmaster stops spinning and then shoots around and stares down at you with these glossy red eyes and goes, "Do it!"
Varen will immediately pull out a rod that seems to be forked at one end, and he goes, "You start putting that bag near the other one. I'm going to cast a spell."
Do it.
Counterspell. No,
Zosa pauses.
Grandmaster, will you counterspell?
She says,
Hell yeah.
Cannot help but mention this. There is something so familiar about your eyes. Perhaps your beard. I cannot put my finger on it.
Yes, it is a luxurious beard.
Pun immediately hops up on the counter, looks at you, Zosa, and goes, "Oh yeah, you can." And he literally sticks his finger in Varen's beard. See, it's easy. You can put your finger on it.
she chuckles. She says,
No, he reminds me of someone I used to know.
and she just kind of rubs one of her ring fingers. Just kind of looks into the distance.
Varen will look at you and go, "Ah, yes, I understand what you mean." We'll kind of like glance over at Pun and goes, "Yes, you can put your finger on it, just like I can put my finger on you." And he puts his finger on Pun, and Pun
explodes.
Disappears.
Okay.
You just got fucking plane shifted.
Just turn invisible. Turn him invisible. It's fine.
Where did he just go?
Pun?
Don't
Son?
worry. Don't worry. He'll be back in a minute.
The Grandmaster is just dying laughing as soon as he disappeared.
Classic banishment.
He's just balls out laughing.
Is it all right for Zosa to obtain a silver longsword?
Yes. I have it wrote down on my list.
Okay. Also a hand crossbow.
Okay, so hand crossbow. And just regular bolts? Or silver bolts?
She would. So she's used. Fun fact: I have not been collecting any crossbow bolts for our adventures. And Zosa used an even 40 crossbow bolts out of 100 that she usually carries. So she's gonna buy an extra 40 to replenish her stock. She always carries 100.
Cool. Yeah, that won't be too much. That won't be too difficult to deal with. Okay. Is there anything else that Zosa would want?
Yeah, so just running down the list, an extra healer's kit, a climber's kit, 5 bags of caltrops, 2 vials of alchemist fire.
You already have 2 vials, or had 2 vials in the party sheet.
That's true. 4 vials of acid, 2 vials of holy water.
Alright, do you have this typed up somewhere?
I do. Yeah, I can just send it. So I'll just go down the list so people can hear it. 2 things of silk rope, 1 grappling hook, 50 crossbow bolts, 10-foot chain, 1 lock, 1 set of manacles. And then she's recommending as a group purchase a portable ram and 5 hunting traps. That I'll send it to the group chat on Discord.
Awesome, great. Anybody else who wants to do some shopping?
The Grandmaster's gonna slowly sink down right next to Varen, but upside down.
Yeah.
Kind of like that Spider-Man thing, and He's gonna look at you and say, "What are you planning?"
Pun appears back on the counter again.
Just screaming.
I've been falling for 30 minutes.
Yes, yes.
Would not be fun.
Not so funny now.
Torrent would walk up to the counter. He'd be looking for a set of thieves' tools.
Oh yeah, that's in anything that is considered just regular, ordinary adventuring gear that you can get like at level 1 with your like class stuff or whatever. Like it's that shit's always available for the most part. Like unless it's something like very very specific, all that stuff is like so common that yeah.
What is the charge, sir?
Whatever it says in the player's handbook.
Oh, fair enough.
Succulent
Eating
Chinese
a meal, a succulent Chinese meal. There's a bit of history behind that meme.
Right.
There's a lot of history.
Okay, is anybody wanting any items enchanted or to purchase enchanted items, specifically weapons and armor?
Yes,
Yep.
if you don't mind, I would like a heavy crossbow of at least +1.
Ah, an enchanted crossbow. Ah, yes. Yes. You said a heavy crossbow, right?
Yes, please.
If I can find it. There we go.
Pun runs back to the back, grabs it, looks at Band-Aid. Careful, it's heavy.
But a bump.
Boom, boom. Yes. Grandmaster, real quick, do you still have that magic pearl on hand?
As he's slowly doing his spins, it just falls out of his pocket right next to you onto the counter.
Oh, very nice. Cool. I'm going to use this real quick for a minute. Maybe. Yes, heavy crossbow, +1. You'll shoot whatever it is you're aiming at, hopefully with better accuracy and more damage. Could be yours for 500 gold.
Oh, really? Zosa's ears perk up when she hears how cheap it is. I didn't realize that was going to be an option. Zosa has enough gold for that. Zosa would love to have a +1 crossbow if there's an extra one.
Heavy or light?
Heavy crossbow.
Yeah, they're uncommon items, so.
Outstanding.
What about a +1 longbow?
+1 longbow. Ah, yes. I believe we have plenty of those. Also, made out of fine elven wood and stringing and fledge, whatever, you know, all the bow crap. 500 gold as well.
Such a good salesman.
Hey.
I'll give 500.
How about a +1 spear?
Ah, something with metal on it. Now we're talking. +1 spear. +1 spear. +1 spear. +1 spear. Yes, this one. This one I crafted to resemble various styles of different weapon makes throughout all my travels. This one is 550 gold.
Yeah, okay.
How much would you be willing to buy? And I'll unsheath the Shatter Spike longsword.
Let me
lay
put
it
that
on the
up real
table.
quick. No, that's band-aids. Oop, there she is. There it is. Ooh. Ah, yes, I've heard stories about this one. You got this from somewhere beyond the Yawning Portal, didn't you?
Yes, in our first dungeon that we went down into.
Yes, very well. It's got some strange runes. That must be where it gets its ability to just almost instantly destroy objects. Yes, I could give you 300 gold for it.
Okay.
Very well.
And while we're discussing the exchange of currency, I've heard you talking of the mithril armor sets to my friend here, and I was curious if you carried or could procure a set of plate mail that was made of mithril.
Oh, mithril plate. Oh, yes. Already have one set up already.
And what is the cost on it?
Well, this particular suit is already enchanted, and it is about 2,700 gold.
And what's the enchantment on it?
It's a little bit more protective than the others. It's a plus one.
Okay. And while we're on this topic still, I've heard rumors of items that can increase one's life force, necklaces of sorts. Do you have anything in the store that would resemble such an item? Out of character amulet of health.
I was very say, you must be referring to the amulet of health. Yes, those items are. Throughout all my travels, I've only seen quite a few. They are very difficult to craft. I'm still trying to be able to, with the help of the other cleric, be able to make them in here because they would be very, very valuable to have in our shop. Unfortunately, I don't have one on hand, but I could probably procure one.
With how rare it's going to be, I'm going to assume it's going to be quite costly.
Yes, very costly.
Then for the time being, I'll just pay for the plate armor, the mithril plate.
Okay.
And that, what is it called? The layback is what the Grand Maester had.
It's called
layaway?
Layaway.
And I would like to put my name down on a layaway of the Amulet of Health so that I may come back and potentially purchase it at some point.
Okay. How much are you wanting to put down?
Let me do the math on what I lost from the 2,700 real quick. I'll put down 500 gold.
Okay.
If that's
500.
enough.
Sure. It's roughly 10% or more. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Amazing. Yes. I like doing business. It's great.
Org will step up and say and ask about anything that will help bolster his defense, i.e., bracers of defense.
Oh yes, we have a pair of them. However, these are not cheap, my friend. I can tell you that right now.
You will inquire on how much.
In the thousands.
You'll step away then.
Yes. I misspoke on the heavy crossbow. I am truly sorry. But do you have one as a light crossbow as well?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Yes, we have those.
Yes, extra damage. That
yes,
kind.
Extra damage.
Is it just me or is Loco real quiet?
It might be just you. I hear him just fine.
Okay.
He's quiet to me too.
And with that, do you have chainmail that is extra protective as well?
Yes. Chainmail, you say?
Yes, please.
Chainmail armor. Ooh, chainmail armor. That would be... Chainmail. Chainmail is heavy armor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yes, I have chainmail armor, enchanted as well. It's a little bit more on the pricey side, but very effective.
Yes, how much is pricey?
About 3,000 gold.
Yes, you are correct. It is very pricey. Do you have a ring of protection by chance?
Yes, I just got one in today. I'm assuming you are interested in it?
Depending on the price, yes.
2,000 gold.
And how much is the enchanted light crossbow?
500.
I see. I believe that is all of my earnings, but yes, that will do.
Okay.
What about +1 scale mail?
Probably expensive.
Probably.
Yeah, it's up there. It is getting close to that time. We will go ahead and handle the rest of this shopping adventure pretty much off stream, so we can kind of streamline it all real quick. And I would like to thank Pun and the Grandmaster for being able to make a impromptu last minute appearance here.
Yay.
Woo.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun having more people.
Yeah, more goblins.
I mean, you can also say it was a disappearance too.
Yeah. Normally we try to get all of us with Zeke as well, because then it's just absolute mayhem and fun times. But yeah, tomorrow night we will have, let me turn this off. Tomorrow night we will have another episode of Dragon Heist tomorrow night here on the channel. Saturday will be the all-female campaign with Duff as DM, and it is Greyhawk meets 5e. Essentially, it's a rise up against the slave lords. A little story there. It's very interesting. And then next week will be should be a full week of streaming. However, it will also be Halloween week on the channel, so stay tuned for tune in for spoopiness and
wear costumes.
Wear costumes if you want. I do know that Friday night next week will not be Dragon Heist. They will be running through the Haunt 1, but they will be using their Dragon Heist characters, so that will be interesting, considering I played the Haunt series with Duff last year, so I know what they're getting ready to get into.
It was a blast.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Anyway, that being said, I will be quiet. I will shut up. I'm going to see if they're about ready to wrap up over on Free Leagues. See if they're about ready to call it a night as well. If not, I'll tell him to raid over into them. Otherwise, we will just hit the outro and call it a night. But Gary, Wes, anything y'all want to say or plug or whatever?
Just remember, it's no longer May, so it's Octam, not Mayhem. Art.
Wow, that was really bad even for you, Gary.
I know. I had to pull it out my ass.
Yeah, you should have left it in there.
It's
All right. Well, all right. Apparently, I got the word from Lord Praetor. I'm waiting for him to enter the raid command because of how Twitch does things. Yeah. So, yep, Duff, go for it, buddy.
Night, everybody.
See you guys.
Yep, we will see you all next week.
Bye, everybody.
These pregnant pauses are great.
Well, guys, thank you. It was great to meet you guys. I don't really know your story, but it seems pretty damn cool. I like the disappearing goblin. I like the top hat of holding.
Top hat of holding is amazing.
This actually, the pun was actually a Duff idea.
I know, that's why we hate Duff.
That's funny because I also inherited a character from Duff who turned out to be great. Not Duff himself, but like he was running a game and someone dropped out early on, and then I ended up taking over that character, and it was a great success.
Yeah, I remember because I was with the character creation with that guy when he made this. So.
Oh yeah.
By the way, for those of you who do not know, I'm actually Devil Dog in chat.
Very cool. Very cool. What's up, man? One of the guys.
That's me.
I kind of figured that when I heard your voice.
Yeah, I figured you probably would figure it out.
Well, I've already seen Haberdasher, so I kind of knew what the mayhem I was getting into.
Oh yeah.
I feel like mayhem is one of those trigger words.
And you guys kind of got off light because it was only the two of us, really.
We did.
Yeah. No
That is
Zeke.
very true.
Zeke adds to the mayhem quite a bit.
Yeah. When Zeke is there, like we go all out to aggravate. Mostly, it's to aggravate the shit out of Duff. But
oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. 99% of the time.
So
yeah.
This goblin doesn't have 8,000 gold. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Duff's idea was pun. I actually got to create him though.
Yeah.
Because he's like, we should have you create a character who's based all about the puns because you do it so much.